Yo, what's up? I'm Fashion Batman, and I'm back with more of the Foundation DLC for Control. Okay, we dealt with an altered item, the camera, last time, but now we found this other door for the Foundation. What is it doing here? Like, what are we gonna find when we interact with this? Locks, ancient reason,
Is this the
abandoned?
lock/key the board told me about?
Interesting. So there's the board. Okay, we have to fill up the sphere here. Is there another section to it? Okay, we have to get up on top. Whoa, well done. Seasoned. Only 3 keys tethers remain. Our nail is
Just doing my
rebuilding,
job.
loosening. Interesting.
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Oh, we've got Heartless. Took care of that one. Oh, nope. Make sure I avoid them. Anyone left? Oh, God. Okay, I guess we head forward. I love the look of these caves. They're really interesting. I want to know what was up. We heard like a while back there was like a room with eyes. And I want to know what that's about. Okay, we're back at the crossroads now. I think we saw this light before. So, where do we have to head next? We should probably head back down to the nail here. Oh! You made it, Emily.
Jesse, hey!
Emily, how did she get down here?
Yeah, what's going on?
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in.
Uh-oh.
Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point.
Sounded like the whole bureau
You
was
think
here at some
Darling knew
point.
about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me. Have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
You're asking Jesse to take detailed notes? That's not going to happen. Man, it's weird that she's down here. That, like, how did she get here? Who told her? She says it was Jesse.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
Interesting. Okay, let's see what she has to say about stuff.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the Hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The Hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that.
Yeah, interesting. All right, Astral Bleed.
So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. Before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it.
Yep, that's probably a good idea.
So let me get this straight.
Don't add to it.
The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Yeah.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
Nope, but it makes sense. It's a good way to put
I
it.
should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Okay, we've got stuff to fix. Now, are there any new documents?
Hello, Director.
Hi, Saba. Good to see you.
Hey, try not to launch me, Director. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I will try my best not to launch you. We have already listened to that, so we don't need to listen to that again. It's always good to double check places. Alright. So, I guess we should interact with the thing again. And I like how that rock is just stuck in the ground there. It's cool. Nope, you don't have anything to say. That's fine. I understand. Man. So many interesting things to look at. Can I get to the top of the nail? No, it doesn't seem like it. So, what is our current objective? It doesn't say we have one. Let's check our missions out really fast. Missions. The nail. Reach the warehouse path. Cool. Yep, so that's this way.
My throat feels all scratchy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the way we were supposed to go up there. I missed that. That's fine. Nice. Okay, we've made it up. Alright. Off. Oh, maybe before we do this, we should check out abilities and things. Because I did get some more... Yeah. Let's go into abilities really quick. We have tons of points to spend. Melee damage, shield rush. Let's get levitate, plus 10% to levitation. Seize duration. I use seize a whole lot, so that could be handy. I don't use the shield as much. And I don't use melee as much, but maybe getting more in this ground pound could be good. Okay, and that's all the points we can spend. Perfect. Anything? No, we don't want to deal with astral constructs. Oh, maybe we should deal with astral constructs. Pierce maneuvers. Let's go here. Weapon forms. Still can't upgrade the shatter. That is fine. Right.
It's an honor, Director.
It's nice to see you too. Okay, heading back up. We will make our way to the warehouse. Some stutters. It's fine. Back into the caves we go. Okay, looks like we should pull that out. Nice, made it up here. Crystals, just ignore them. Warehouse path. Okay. What do we have going on here? We should check the map first. Not a very large room. Good to know. Can't head through that way. We don't have the right things. Sometimes I wish we had a flashlight, but that's fine. We don't need one. Triangle to melee. Got it. Let's put the power in. Alright, we're heading through into the warehouse. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. Where would they keep a ritual? Where would that be? Ooh, hello. What is this we have here?
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
Let's put him down!
Oh! Oh, that's cool. So we can summon guys to help us fight. Warehouse. Wow. Hiss flying very high up. Let's get this control point. Now, are the only hiss here the ones flying up there? Oh, okay, they've taken notice. Let's take control of it. Don't shoot that thing. There we go. Nice. That is so cool. Okay, let's take control of another one. Let's just get another one? Why not? Any more left? Any more of these hiss? We have 3 of these guys controlled. Okay, we got stuff to check out. Very happy to have this guy helping us out here. That's cool. Ooh, what's this a picture of? Don't recognize the faces. History of the oldest house. This could be a good read. The oldest house was revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime as I theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwartzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me. the devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believe some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax Imix Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? Oh, so director Theodore Ashe wrote this one. Head of research. Cool. So the house's chosen champion should be the director, the one that finds the gun object of power. So this guy thinks that he could be the chosen one. That's interesting. Hello, dude. Just reading. What are you up to? Another shifting fragment. I thought I just heard something. But I guess not. Okay, let's head in the next room here. Oh! Oh, interesting. Why doesn't it work? Don't touch. Okay, I will not. I wonder why we need to use a shower. Hello, documents. This is what I'm here for. Pyramidic geometry. Dr. Theodore Ashe again. On the pyramid and geometry. I've been going through my library, researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts, past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine, Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. So when I was like first introduced to the board, I was like starting to think that maybe it was former directors that like comprised the board, and like my original theory for the former was that it was Northmore, but I'm not 100% sure that that's what that is. It's just a theory, and who knows what could actually be going on.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? Looks so old. Pope will definitely want to see this.
Okay, let's go back and talk to Pope really quick before we move further. I'd love to see what's going on with that. Can I see what the badge is before we go hand it into her? What do you got? Missions. We are going to talk to Pope again. Research and records, or is it in case files? Anything here. Astral copy. Ooh, hello. What is this? So, with the astral plane now physically accessible... Oh, it's these things. Okay. I don't think I need to read up on that, but there should be a new thing in case files here. movie camera procedures. Don't need the mirror procedures. Correspondence? Okay, we're not gonna find exactly what I just found. Let's fast travel back to Emily really quick. She's at the crossroads. Maybe it would have just been faster to walk there. Who knows? Ah, yes, the loading screen. Oh, that was quick. Thank you. Thank you for going so fast. Emily, we have something for you.
If it isn't my favorite director. Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy?
Yes.
The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do.
Oh, man.
But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research.
Of course.
From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access.
Whoa.
Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found.
Interesting.
I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
Okay. We need 5 of those ID cards. Like, where? I guess we find them in the warehouse area. Of course I'm gonna look for them. I have to find them. Let's head back to the warehouse. I'm super interested to see what is behind the door she's talking about. It could be something really cool, something scary, something unusual. Who knows? Where would I find ID cards? Looks like I can go up higher. Lots of different ways I can go from here. This must be the thing she was talking about. Let's listen to this.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name.
Huh.
I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. You'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Oh god. Oh, that's creepy. Man, so could these ley lines have to do with, like, the reason we can use control points and things? That's some of the stuff it might be. What are you, concussed ammo refund? Okay. Now, how do I get in to that thing? We've settled that. Okay, let's look for more key cards around here. And where else are we supposed to go? We're supposed to find, like, the door, I guess. You look like a card.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
Don't think we can actually view these key cards. It's not giving me an option for it. We probably want to go back down in the other buildings and double check in there. Hey, another card. Perfect.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Huh. Interesting. Ooh, hello. Okay, this is cool. Another ID card
Another
here.
one of those ID cards. Security chief.
Interesting. All the key cards are in weird spots. I don't like finding them in random places. What happened to the people that were wearing them? Documents. Ash request denied. Dr. Ash from L. McNary. Out of your damn mind is the subject. Dr. Ash, as Chief Excavation Officer, it's my job to support the research team, so I got your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it's also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. Do you know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here piece by piece? And do you know how many of my guys we lost in those trips? Here's a hint. Too fucking many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request form that has landed on my desk. Apparently you want a lightweight 1 or 2 man military-grade helicopter for the purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost us. Well, no, sir. I am sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. For Christ's sake, these people have families. Not that they ever get to see them anymore. Request denied, Lewis McNary. Interesting. That would be really cool to get a helicopter to view that entire foundation. That's something I'd be interested in doing. Ash, I am on your side on this one. We should get one. I would like that. I'd like that very much. Any key cards that we missed in here? Don't think there will be. Still can't use the eye washing station. Double check what's going on here. Okay. If I were a key card, would I possibly be up here? Can't go through that way. What is going on here? How high up is this going to take us? Is there anything I'm supposed to be doing specifically here? Why take us up here? I am interested. Weird. Stay away from that. Make sure to stay away from it. Yep, it exploded. Key cards. Key cards, key cards, key cards. Be one here? Nope. I must be missing a very obvious one. We should maybe head back into the elevator area. I could also check in there. Could it be like on top of a building? Probably not. We also have to find out what all of those walkways upstairs were for. But let's head inside the elevator. We haven't done that yet. Warehouse entrance. Power core storage. How high up are we going? Ah, what are you? Power cores. Let's see. Who wrote this? Dr. Theodore Ashe by order of Broderick Northmore. Okay. On the invention of the power core. After numerous attempts, I've finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, but less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set with the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Ash, your relationship with your father isn't great. Okay. Still have an ID card that we need to find. Tons of power cores in here, some not usable ones too. Not seeing an ID card here. I guess let's take one of these power cores, the actual working ones. Let's plop it in this. There's a crowbar here. Tunnel access. Let's go to that. Now, what is happening up here? I can go higher. Interesting. Machinery behind that door. And we can keep on going up. Whoa. Hello. Where am I going now? Okay, outside of the warehouse area here. We should... We are high up. And something's happening up there, too. Can I go any higher? Doesn't seem like it. I guess let's head in here. This might be where our main mission area is. Can't go through there. Another control point. Interesting. Where am I now? Okay, we've got Hiss. Okay, got some health back. Oh, missed. There we go. That was a good hit. Okay, we've got more. Let's get up a normal thing. Ooh. Okay, grab some health again. Oh, ow. Run away! There we go. Got that one. Nice. Took him out. I got pretty low there for a second. No, I wonder where this last keycard is. We're probably way off the path to find this keycard. Let's head out, I guess, this way next. Where am I exactly? Okay, we're further in here.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Oh man. Okay, we have an entrance in there. Let's view whatever that was. I always press pause whenever I'm trying to go to our media stuff. Collectibles, the hotline. End of the world.
I snuck into the Foundation through a back door, I know. Had to get ahead of the hiss. Just a matter of bypassing the ritual protections. Luckily, the board's as distracted as the rest of the Bureau. I had to put on a brave face up there, but the situation is the worst I've ever seen.
Man.
We're getting back on our feet, but we've already lost so much. Trench is dead. Darling is somewhere. I'm the only one left. But I still have a job to do. Keep the hiss back. There's not enough HRAs to spare, so I'll have to make do with what I've got. Frankly, I don't even know what will happen if the hiss take the nail. Trench made it sound like it'd be the end of the world. He was never one to exaggerate.
I bet not.
Well, orders are orders, even if they come from a dead man.
All right, don't let them take the nail. Got it. Jeez, Marshall. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll take a quick break here again. Man, we're learning a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm still trying to find these ID cards, man, but I've kind of gone on a whole nother path. So we'll probably head back down there pretty soon. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I've been Fashion Batman, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. All right, goodbye.